Howdy folks, B.O.B here with a Courseplay tutorial for you. I know that Courseplay can be quite intimidating to learn how to use. I've been using it for years, and now that we're in FS19, not much has changed, but it can be, like I said, intimidating to learn how to do this. So for my first tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up an overloader for a combine out in the field. I got a field of wheat here, so we'll start with that. Now, one of the first things I got to mention is that Courseplay is still in beta. So there is no stable version available yet, so you may run across bugs, probably will run across bugs. Some of the developer versions you can't even use. So in that case, I just revert back to an older version that doesn't have those bugs in it. But eventually, Courseplay will get it together. They did back in FS17. And so let's get started. First of all, we're next to the field where we want to overload from. We want to select the second mode button from the left, empty combine and offload. Now let's set a few things up before we record the course. I would recommend deactivating pathfinding. I'm not even 100% sure what that does, and I'm sure this early in the game it probably doesn't do a heck of a lot. I like to set up my field speed to 30 miles an hour. Depending on what vehicle that you're using, you may want to lower this. Some of the vehicles, depending on the brake force that the vehicle has, they don't stop in time. Courseplay approaches the combine a little too fast. So I found that 25 or 30, let's go with 25 this time. That should do it. Define combine, put on automatic search. The combi mode, you can use auto for this, which is what I'm doing. You can adjust it up and down. This would be the distance that the truck approaches the combine, and you'll have to adjust it so that it clears your header, and that when the combine swings out the pipe, it's there and ready to go. This is also adjustable. If you set this to 100%, the truck will wait until the combine is full. Actually, it'll start heading out a little bit early, so that by the time it gets there, it's reached the percentage that you're looking for. I like to keep this at about 10%. And when you do that, the truck will approach the combine when the combine's hopper is 10% full. But then when it grabs what the combine has got in its bin, it'll stay out on the field and wait for the combine to once again reach 10% full, and then it'll go after it again. So it's up to you which way that you want to do it. The 100% means that the combine will have to fill the truck up completely before it continues with the course and dumps the product in your favorite silo. So now the truck needs a point that it needs to search for when after it's unloaded the combine, and it's time for it to head back and dump it into the silo. So it doesn't really matter where you put this, but try to pick a convenient place where it can access the point directly from anywhere on the field. So you may have to adjust this if you have a irregular shaped field. Both the fields on this map are big and rectangular, So that isn't a problem here. So the first thing you want to do is click Start Recording, and you want to head off to the silo where you want to dump this. When you get to the silo dumping point, slow it down a little, but just drive right on through. Courseplay will remember that. And then you want to pick a spot where the truck will go when it's all done dumping and it's waiting for the next load. So pull your truck or tractor. You can use this with a tractor trailer, truck trailer, or a truck like this. Pull it out there and stop it just so it's the front wheels are on the field. That way you can use the automatic monitoring function. So when you get here, click Stop, save it, and you're good to go. So let's give this a test. As you can see, the combine is at 14%. So click on Drive Course. In this case, the truck will take off right away because we have this set to only 10% of the load. And you can make a lot of these adjustments while the course is running. For example, I can up this to 30 miles an hour. Oh, my bad. I remember what pathfinding was for. I have it deactivated because I don't use crop destruction, but if you use crop destruction, you'll want to activate this and it'll try to stay out of the crop as best as it can. As you can see, there is some artificial intelligence in this mod. Does a really nice job so far. Alright, so it's emptied the combine. Now you'll see that it pulls over out of the way and it waits for the combine to reach 10% again. Now if you want to dump this load now rather than wait for the next one, click on Drive Now. Alright, it's now approaching that very first point that we set out in the field. When it gets there, it'll start heading to the silo. Courseplay will show tip trigger reached. It'll automatically pick up on the trigger when it pulls across it, so there's no reason to park it or have it wait. And it'll come up to the last point we set. It'll pull out into the field just a little bit, and it'll stop and wait for the combine to hit 10% again. So it's as easy as that. I'll try to put out some more videos in the future on how to use Courseplay. A lot of the modes still aren't available. This is available, the field work is available, and the fertilizer and seeding is available. This one, of course, is grain transport. Use this to transport grain from one point to another. But this is the overloading mode is the mode that you want. So I hope this was of help to you, and I'll see you next time.